What's up, everybody? Late night cast Mac talking everything Carolina Panthers. Yes, am I disappointed in the 36-28 loss? No doubt. We could have won that ball game. But let's get this straight right now. If you told me before the season we'd be 3-1, tied for first in the NFC South at the quarter pole, I would have said, where do I sign? And yes, it's been up and down for Sam Darnold with not being able to get the ball out quick enough. The offensive line struggles. We knew that was going to be an issue coming into the season. And yesterday, he was basically snapping the ball and saying, oh, crap, running for his life. 16 hurries, 11 hits, and 5 quarterback sacks. And being able to keep it to only lose by 1 score and keep fighting after that god-awful third quarter. We come out flatter than a Sprite left out in the sun in second halves. We've got to figure that out. You cannot be skunked in a quarter in the NFL and expect to win, especially against Dak and the millions of weapons he has to his exposure on offense. And I got to give credit to the Dallas offensive line. They manhandled our defensive line, and we had a lot of moving pieces with J.C. Horn integrating C.J. Henderson, who only been there for a couple days. Not giving excuses because we got our butt beat a lot with the tight ends always open play and Zeke 8 and 8 a lot. But this is a good learning experience, obviously. And by the way, Jeremy Chin, that was not forward progress stopped. That is never going to be forward progress stopped. That might have been the best form tackle of any Carolina Panther defender this season. So it should have been, at the very most, it should have been 14-14 mid-third quarter. It would have been 14-7 us at halftime. And we might have scored on that fumble. Who knows? So I hate when refs change the outcome of a game that big, but it's Jerome Boger. But we didn't play well enough, and it just kind of snowballed in the third quarter, obviously. I did not like going for that 54-yard field goal. I know it was indoors, but Zane Gonzalez, nothing against him. I'm just not confident at all in our kicking game. And you can't give Dak and Mark Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, the tight ends, Ezekiel Elliott, short fields. You just can't do it. So I didn't like that. If I would have preferred us to just go Brandon Staley and trust that DJ Morris, Sam Darnold, Robbie Anderson can make some plays. I just want us to be more aggressive until we get this field goal kicking situation figured out, because that translated into it kind of snowballing on us. But I will say, love Joe Brady's evolve in the offense, especially in the red zone. We were 4 for 4 on Sunday, so that is a very, very big improvement. And using DJ Moore in the Christian McCaffrey role in the backfield and things of that nature gives another dimension. And obviously, we missed the crap out of Christian McCaffrey because he covers up a lot of offensive line issues, being that safety valve, and he's a pretty darn good blitz pickup and blocker when he has to. And obviously, hoping with Christian McCaffrey testing his hamstring on Wednesday, we get some good news there and get him back in the fold. But I did appreciate what Chuba Hubbard did in stretches. Royce Freeman as well. Rod Smith in the fourth quarter when we tried to make our surge, played the Christian McCaffrey role with getting the ball out quicker in the backfield, out of the backfield. So that was a nice element as well. I love Sam Darnold's use of his legs. I wish he didn't have to use them as much, like in the 3rd and 11s and things of that nature, but the designs in the red zone have made me very, very happy. So that's a good dynamic, and I know they made 2 mistakes in the third quarter on those interceptions. The first one I think it was more didn't have a lot of time, made the wrong read, but I don't think he had a lot of time. He did have Terrence Marshall wide open, but not enough time, and that's what happens. I mean, it was just one of those things, and then the second one on the 3rd and 3 to DJ Moore kind of predetermined. So obviously there's ups and downs for Sam, but there's been a lot more ups than downs, and Dallas played a heck of a game. That Diggs is a lockdown corner. He's just insane, and we really couldn't block anything up. Offensive line, again, was a really, really big issue. A combination of Sam not getting the ball out quick enough, quicker reads, and just simply not having enough time. And that's a bad combination. And obviously with the moving parts of our defense, C.J. Henderson just coming in. By the way, he did not play bad. Dak Prescott just dropped a dime. It was kind of a crappy situation for him, not really knowing the defense and things of that nature. Our defense couldn't get home, and the Dallas offensive line just simply made the Red Seas part for the majority of the game. And I feel bad for the Eagles and Jalen Hurts because you got a mad Carolina Panthers defense, and they know that they're better than that. We saw it for the first 3 weeks. Dak and those toys, when they get rolling, they're just a train coming down the tracks. So I wouldn't put too much stock in it. We're gonna watch the tape, learn from it, but note this: CeeDee Lamb did not do much. Dante Jackson was amazing. So that was a positive from the defensive perspective. We did unfortunately lose Shaq Thompson, who's been playing out of his mind. It's a week to week with that foot injury. I don't know how he came back in and played, but that's the mark of Shaq Thompson and the competitor and the great player that he is. So hopefully it's not as serious as it's not serious, and he'll be back very, very soon. But again, there's a lot of positives and still fighting and making it a one-score game. As bad as the third quarter was, you gotta take some heart, some love, and some heart into that we never quit. And using Brandon Zylstra, using Alex Erickson, and using different tight ends, Colin Thompson, Ian Thomas, Tommy Trimmel. I know we didn't connect on a lot of things, but there's a lot of variety and dynamics there. And hopefully Christian McCaffrey is on his way back to return, because that just makes our offense so much better. Even the threat of Christian McCaffrey opens up so much more. So I'm really, I know I'd rather win every single game, but there was a lot of positives. And the sky's not falling. We're 3-1. Sam Darnold is good. And his legs have been amazing. 5 touchdowns in team's first 4 games. First quarterback to ever do that in NFL history. And that's a heck of a mark. And hopefully we can keep him more clean to give him more time for explosive plays, because he has been explosive with both his arm and his legs thus far this season. And gotta love it. As always, keep pounding. Go Panthers. Get well soon, Shaq. And hope the best for Christian McCaffrey.